state of West Bengal. In Hooghly district, the village Kamarpukur has become a place of interest. Long ago, there were three distinct villages, Kamarpukur, Sripur and Mukundapur, at the junction of the districts of Hooghly, Bankura and Medinipur. But now they are parts of one village, Kamarpukur. The village Kamarpukur was named after this pond or pukur. And pukur got prefixed with Kamar because the blacksmiths or Kamars lived around the pond. It was at Kamarpukur that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was born. Since his advent, this hamlet has become a place of pilgrimage. Thousands of devotees from all over the world visit this village every year. In 1951, this beautiful temple of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was built exactly at the spot where he was born. His marble image is installed in it. Guest houses, a library, a dispensary and schools, and the beautiful pond Haldar Pukur all go towards increasing the attractiveness of the place. Khudiram Chattopadhyay, father of Sri Ramakrishna, originally lived in the village Derepur, 2 miles to the east of Kamarpukur. The oppressive landlord Ramananda Roy requested Khudiram to give false evidence in his favor. Khudiram, unwavering in his commitment to the truth, refused. The Jomindar filed a false suit against him, won the case and seized all of Khudiram's property. At this time of distress, his friend Shuklal Goswami of Kamarpukur gifted him a few huts of his homestead, as well as a small paddy field measuring 1 bigha and 10 chotaks. Khudiram gratefully accepted the offer and settled down at Kamarpukur. Across the old village road stands the famous Yogi's Shiva temple. For centuries, villagers are worshipping Lord Shiva at this temple. Chandra Devi, mother of Sri Ramakrishna, used to visit this temple regularly. One day, Chandra Devi came to pay tribute to Lord Shiva along with Dhoni at this temple. And she had a divine vision. She saw that suddenly a celestial light emanated from Shiva, filled the entire temple and swiftly entered her body. Taken by surprise and overpowered with fear, she fainted. Dhoni Kamarini nursed her, and when she regained consciousness, she felt the light was still in her womb, and that she had conceived. This was the divine origin of Sri Ramakrishna. According to the English calendar, Godadhar was born 12 minutes before sunrise on Thursday, the 18th of February, 1836. According to the Hindu calendar, which reckons the day from sunrise to sunrise, it was Wednesday, the 6th of Falgun in the Bengali year 1242. At that time, a shed stood here. This was meant for the husking machine. There was by its side an oven for boiling paddy. Soon after the child was born, when the nurse, Dhoni, after attending to the mother, looked for the child, it was missing. It had slipped into the oven and become besmeared with ashes, and still did not make any sound, a portent of his future life of renunciation. The altar of the present temple of Sri Ramakrishna was constructed at the very spot of his birth, and engraved on it one sees a husking machine, a fireplace and a lamp, reminding us of the events of his birth. Dhoni Kamarini, a widow of a blacksmith's family, served as the midwife when Godadhar was born. A small temple has been built at the place of her residence by some devotees, and an oil painting of Dhoni with the child Godadhar in her lap has been placed there. The photograph of Sri Ramakrishna is worshipped in this temple. This is the room where Sri Ramakrishna used to stay. It is on the western side of the house and faces the south. The biggest of all the huts is the one next to the room where Sri Ramakrishna lived. This hut also faces the south. Previously, this hut was one-storied. After the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna, his nephew Ramlal constructed the second story and lived there. The parlour hut is situated next to the double-storied hut. Sri Ramakrishna used to meet people and instruct them here. There was an